That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.
And we are live. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to yet another edition of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, UglyMoneyNiche. This episode being brought to you by
That ugly money.
Goliath Phallus Elixir, the number one all-natural male enhancement product in the country, in the world, in the stratosphere. Go from zero to hero. Go from grizzly bear, go from teddy bear to grizzly bear. Go from gummy bear to big bear. With Goliath. Men on average last 2 to 3 times longer while using the product, and it's all natural, fruits and berries. If you want to put your fruits in the berry, go to GoliathXXL.com to get yours today. Y'all know what I need y'all to do before we get this show started. Saturday Night Live special. Triple header. Drop them cities and locations and hit that like button. Drop them cities in the chat right now. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. So if you want to say something, you want to ask a question, god dang it, send it with a super chat. We'll get to it. But drop them cities and locations right now on the chat. Who is watching? Eastside ATL, what's happening? Zone 6, I see you. St. Louis, Missouri, what's up? Dallas, Texas is on the check-in. What up, D-Town? New York City, what up, son? Word to Mother B. Who else we got? Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas? Which Kansas it is? Because you know y'all be set tripping about that. South Carolina's in the building. Florida is in the building. Florida's a big state. South Florida, he said South Florida, just South Florida. Not North Florida, not East Florida. It can't be an East Florida. South Florida. Cleveland, 216, what's up? Polk County, Florida. Duval's on the check-in. Tuskegee, Alabama. Oh, they in the building tonight. Yes, sir, Ski. Let me see. Yeah, drop them cities and locations. Miami, Florida, what's up? Okay, we got a Florida connection in here tonight. Is there Central Florida? It got to be. Yeah, it can be a Central Florida. Can't be an East Florida. Imagine somebody saying, I'm from East Florida. Nigga, what part is the East? Boston. Gotta go to the car. Waldorf, Maryland. Don't they play go-go out there? They in the building tonight, man. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. All super chats will be read and discussed in full. Oh, man, I got a special guest for y'all tonight. He is a veteran. An entrepreneur. A philanthropist. CEO and founder of the new app sweeping the nation, Community. I show you love for my big homie Nick.
What's going on with you? What's going on with Florida in the building?
Yeah, Florida's here, man.
Florida, they in.
Hey, man, so where is Nick from?
I'm actually a Cali guy. I'm from
West Coast.
I'm from the Bay.
Bay Area.
Yeah, Yay area.
Yeah,
know what I
mean.
Yeah, know what I mean?
Now, before you got to the point of being in the military, before you got to the point of launching an app, and before you got into tech, who was Nick before Nick became the Nick that we know today?
So, in high school and all of that stuff, I was just a sports guy. I was a football player, baseball player, all that stuff, because I was left-handed, so I could lay it down. I was kind of fast, get to first base, and keep it moving.
Right.
Went to Arizona State.
Oh.
Busted up my knee. Back then, we didn't have the surgeries that they have now. You get hit back then, it's over for you.
Game time.
Joined the military.
So you went to Arizona State on a baseball scholarship?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, while I was in the military, lost my father, got some money because of him, went back to the homies, told them, you can get off the corner, we can do this now.
Right.
So I'm in the military, and I'm actually doing this too, so I'm navigating both worlds.
Yeah.
I'm one of them guys. I was all over the place. I got stories.
A squirrel, as
I forever. First dude in Richmond, California to have a Ferrari, you know.
Okay, well that's
look,
that's
as a Spec 4. Didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
A specialist with a Ferrari. You got it. No, we got to talk about that.
Look,
we got to.
hey,
how does a specialist pull up to formation in a Ferrari?
Because, like I said, when my pops died, and you know the lawsuit went through, not the insurance money. There was a lawsuit involved in it, and the lawsuit paid off. You know us. We see something we want, and guess what I saw? Oh, so you gonna know it. Other people might not know it. Man, Magnum PI pulled up in that Ferrari.
Damn right.
And I said, oh, I'm going to get that.
That ugly money.
And there it was. It was over with.
I can only imagine your sergeant's comments and reactions when you pull up to morning formation in a Ferrari.
Man, well, see, so they really didn't have no hard feelings because when my father passed, like I said, I was in the service, so the chaplain and, you know, captains, they came and brought that to me.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So people knew.
Right.
And then people also knew after the fact there was a lawsuit going on because of how it happened, so on. And then people knew that it kind of settled, so they knew, you know.
They knew you was loaded.
Yeah, it's just like when you started getting all the money. People say, I got a horse for sale over here, and I got. Look, we got some land over here. You know, you want to buy this,
right?
You know, and everybody came out the wood. You know how that goes.
So I want to talk about that too. Talk about the different dynamics of how people treat you versus when they don't think you have any money and when they know you got money.
So, I'm kind of different. So, coming from the Bay, we kind of cut kind of different than everybody else.
Right.
I had a regular car, but I also had something that I'd go out in.
Right.
So a lot of people didn't know what was going on because I drive a regular car.
Right.
But if I went to go do something and somebody acted a certain kind of way, now I'm gonna pop out on you. See, it was like, you said what? Now I'm gonna pop out.
Right. Sometimes you got to fuck around and show me.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I've always been like that.
Right.
I've never been one to really floss and stuff like that in general. And as I got older, it was good for me. But when people know what you do, it's just different. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
They respect you.
Right.
But at the same time, when you go somewhere, it's like, well, we ain't got to worry about him. He gonna take care of us. If everything else go wrong, we know we walking out of here okay.
Right.
So I like that. I like the respect of it. I'm not a flosser like everybody else. I'm not going to go spend. You know, I've heard you prior to like talk about Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gilbert was like that. Gilbert had all the money, but he never flossed it, and people knew he had it.
Right.
But he wasn't that type of guy.
Do you think that people start getting expectations of those that have money? Do you think that the people start feeling a little entitled when they're around you and you have money and they may not?
It's all about your circle, though.
Okay.
See, my circle is really small. I have people I know, just like I'm sure, you know a lot of people. Sure. I'm sure, you know, Rick, your cameraman, who's an excellent person and known all over the place, knows a lot of people.
For sure.
But that don't mean they in your circle.
Come on.
You know, my circle is really small. That might be an issue that I have now.
Right.
Because my circle is small.
Right. Okay.
So, you know, that's why I looked at a lot of people out here. I see a lot of people that say that they can help, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You deal with, but see, one thing for certain, one thing for sure. You can look at Ugly Money, and I'm telling everybody else out there, bro. And the reviews are 4.5 stars plus. There is nothing bad about that. You know what I'm saying?
We just do what we say we're going to do.
As long as you do that, your face card is going to be 1,000.
You know, you know what's funny, man? It's so shocking to me how many people just don't. Like, how many people don't keep their word. And you will almost automatically come up in business and in life if you're just the person that they know that he's going to do what you say you're going to do. Well, you'll win by default.
You spoke about that, accountability.
Right.
It's everything. Your word is everything. But you got to keep that. You got to read between the lines on people too. Right. You know, just because somebody tell you something don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Right.
You know, don't let somebody trick you out. You know, trick you into prison, trick you into something stupid. You know, trick you out your money. We know all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely do it.
But if you do your homework and study up on a person, you can find out what you want to know.
Come on. Now let's go back to the military, because me and you have similar stories as far as being in the military and then going into entrepreneurship afterwards. You're getting shout, as we used to say in the military. You shout. Your contract's running out. What is your thought process on getting out, or or re-enlisting? Like, what was that thought? What was that conversation?
So for me, I already had something in place.
Yeah. Plan.
Once again, the people, my partners, you know, was making money. I had money over here. You know, we do what everybody, you know, every African American, our urban culture, all of us talk about, you know, we want to have the biggest and baddest club there is, and all of that good stuff. Right. You know, we went and talked about that, and city council wanted XYZ, and I'm like, I ain't got time for all of that. Right. You know, I'm doing this. So, me personally, I work for a telecommunications company now, and I make great money. That's why I don't quit what I'm doing, and I get insurance, and I get all the perks, and I get all the things that go with it, and it helps me stay present to what's going on around, because, you know, I deal with students at college campuses all over the South, so I hear what they're talking about. Right. It keeps me engaged, and honestly, it keeps me young. You know,
for sure.
So
keeps you up to date.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I love that.
So how did you get into tech?
I was one of those people that, you know, when it came out, you know, once again, I'm older than your audience. I remember that dial tone.
I remember it too. I'm 43. I just don't look like what I've been through. I've been around.
Yeah, you look good.
You've got mail. Yeah. I remember it. Yeah. You've got mail. I used to love that sound. You've got mail.
So, once again, it's almost what artists talk about and what you hear them arguing about.
Right.
Stay relevant. If you just keep up with the times, you'll stay relevant on what's going on in society today. People tend to focus on what they're focused on, and everything else runs by them.
Right.
Now you playing catch up. You acting like a bottle of Heinz. That can't help you.
A dinosaur.
It is what it is.
You know, that's something that I talk to my team about. I'm like, I would never become a dinosaur. I will always adapt. I said, you know, when TikTok came out and it seemed like a whole bunch of kids were just doing dances. I'm like, I can't dance, but I'm gonna get on TikTok. on wherever it's going is where I'm at. Because, you know, when we can try to sit there and say, yeah, back in my day it was like this. It ain't your day no more. It ain't the time.
It ain't like that.
And either you gonna figure it out, either you gonna adapt with the time and grow with it, or you gonna get left behind. And I never wanted to be the guy that get left behind.
It ain't like that. I mean, I saw another podcast of yours, you know, and look, I'm sitting here and I should have did a super chat or something so I could goddamn my shit get read.
Yeah.
You know? When I heard him say, you know, it was great podcast with a credit repair guy.
Oh yeah, Wesley Hall. Shout out Wesley Hall.
Swapping money or swapping bucks or what. But I heard him say, you know, take the people to the bank. Hey. And I'm like, we don't do that no more. I can open up 10 accounts online and they never saw my face.
Right, yeah.
You know, but I know he was just telling the story, but I know he meant the same thing, but I can go and I don't think I've walked into a bank in, 10 years.
Wow.
For what? I don't have to walk into a bank.
It's right there on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't walk into, if one account is short, I Zelle it over to the other account and
that's it.
Right. I don't need to go into a bank there's no reason for them to see me. And I know I got 6 bank accounts.
Right.
Easy. I don't walk into a bank for what? You know, but you got to keep up.
You got to keep up.
Because you do have some people say, you can't do that. You got to go in there and see those people. No, you don't. So, you know.
You got to evolve with the times. If you want to stay up to date, if you want to stay winning, you got to, it's just the way of life, you know. The animal that does not adapt, it becomes extinct. And I never wanted to become extinct, and I can tell you we're kindred spirits on that. Of like, you know, the fact that you're a grown man and you got a app, you know.
I got a platform, and listen, I must make this imperative. I did not do this for me. I did this for everybody that's out there. For the people in Duval and the people in the ATL, College Park, Richmond, California, from the Bay, Los Angeles, Compton, New York, the Bronx, Philly, wherever you are.
Right.
See, I did not make community because, see, it's an acronym, community, KMUNTY. It's on every platform. Go download it, make your profile.
Do that.
I did not do this for me. I did this for them because I felt that everybody says, oh, I got 1,000 friends, I got 20,000 followers, I got this, and you can't name the person that lives 3 houses from you.
Talk about it.
You don't know nobody.
You don't know your next door neighbor.
I don't understand that. You always, like I say, I follow you and I listen to you, and all I hear is, he want to take me to go smoke a hookah and get a drink. But that's because you don't even know what's going on in your own community. Right. You don't know the spots that's having a pottery class that's giving you. I can put people up on so much game they have no clue.
Well, let's talk about this community app. What exactly is it, and what exactly does it do?
So, I made a platform that allows any user, that means anybody, can create any type of class or event, and it goes out to anybody within a 10-mile radius that has the app. So my request to everybody is, not only do you go and get it and download it for yourself, but you got to let everybody else know, so then when you do give out something, they see it. Because see, I bypass the algorithm. I bypass all of that. If you're an artist, and you know you got to be hot in your town first, and you're giving a show. You can say, I'm giving a show Saturday at the main event hall.
Right.
And when you do that, it goes out to everybody that has the app. Instantly, they get an alert. So, you know, I showed y'all how it worked. I don't have to follow you. I don't need your phone number. I don't need any of that. If they have the app, they see it. It comes right on their device, their phone, tablet, whatever they got. They get the alert and they see it, and they can join it right there and say, "Damn! Oh, someone's Ugly Money gonna be in town."
That's crazy.
Yes.
It sounds like it's a must-have for definitely for promoters, people that are throwing events that want to get their event out. Because as a promoter, you got to understand that, you know, marketing is everything. And we're sitting here, you know, you got to pay $1,000 to send out text blasts to your text people that you put on this platform. And they're selling your damn information that you put on their platform. Or you got to, you know, sponsor a post on Instagram to be shown to your audience that's already following you.
And you hope they're your audience because somebody see it and they in Texas.
Right. And so with the community app, it seems like I can access everyone that is nearby that I may not know or may know. That is
you build a whole new base.
That's a golden ticket for a promoter.
It's a golden
ticket for an artist, golden ticket for a business owner, golden ticket for anyone.
Here's the thing. I'm not too proud to beg.
Hey, man.
See, that's the thing. I can't do nothing. Help me help you.
Wow.
That's all it is. Once you download it and you create your profile, send it to 10 people. And then have them send it to 10. And then have them send it to 10. So here's the thing. You can ask everybody that's on this chat right now. Mm-hmm. I bet you they got DoorDash. I bet you they got Instacart. I bet you they got Uber, and I bet you they got Lyft.
Of course.
But guess what? They don't use them every day.
Nope.
But it's there if they need it. Now, if Lyft turned around and shot out and made a post that said, "Hey, we about to give you 100 Lyft bucks if you just press this button," the people in that area would see it because they have the app on their phone.
Right, for sure.
Same thing.
Wow.
See, I'm not saying you got to use it, but if you want to use it, even if someone wants to learn something, there's a request tab. You can say, "Hey, I want to learn how to podcast like Ugly." And then Ugly turn around and see it and say, "Oh, I'm about to give a podcast cast, and I'm going to charge $50 per person." And 10 people show up.
Hey, it's a nice day.
It's a nice day.
That makes so much sense because it just kind of cuts out the red tape that a lot of, and we're not talking, you know, down on anybody or its platform, but it cuts out the red tape of the internet platform of, you know, because like Instagram, they suppress your content, you know, and I truly believe that's why TikTok was under fire because they was too hot on Instagram's ass, and Instagram went up to the politicians and tried to get them out of there because, you know, TikTok has been known to push your content.
Well, but that's because Mark owns that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can post something on Instagram, and you can say you're going to be at the smoke room off of Old National.
Right.
And people in Texas, California, New York, Florida, they'll see that, but they can't come to the smoke room. But if you was to post, now I'm not saying don't post it on there because the people that do follow you that might see it because of the algorithm, they're going to show up. But at the same time, you could say, hey, you could put it in community and say I'm going to be there, and everybody that lives over in that area, they're going to see it. They're going to be like, let me go up in here and fuck with Niche.
How did you, first and foremost, how did you get the idea to start the app?
COVID. So everybody was, got sat down.
Everybody.
So, and everybody was work from home.
Right.
So when you're working from home, and I can be honest, when I'm working from home, I got 4 monitors. So I can be working on this monitor, but I got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok up on this one. So I see stuff, and I see what people are doing, and I'll be like, oh, they accepting people. Let me see what that is. And then I'd see it, but it's in Texas. So then I'd go and research it and say, where's that at in Atlanta? And it ain't there. Then I said, okay, how can I find somebody that's doing that? And it's not there. And I'm like, okay. So it just kind of sat there and it simmered.
Right.
But my office, I'm looking right out at my street. So I'm up top and I'm looking, and I see Amazon's pulling up to my door. Uber Eats is pulling up to my door. Instacart is pulling up. And I'm like, these platforms don't own anything. But if you got a car, you can go pick up my stuff and bring it to me, and you got paid. What about all the people that have some type of skill set? The grandma that just want to teach these new teens how to cook. The police officer that wants to meet everybody in the neighborhood, so he gives a firearms class, and you go meet him at the range, you learn how to shoot for real, and then if you get pulled over at night, he'd be like, Niche, go home.
Wow.
You ain't worried about nothing. The person that trained their own dog and said, hey, meet me at the park, I'll teach you how to train your puppy. Just whatever. The single fathers can request, hey, can somebody teach me how to braid my daughter's hair?
Damn.
See, it's unlimited because of who you are. Now, don't get me wrong, I went through my midlife crisis and I could have been like you and I could have went and bought me a Bentley and everything else, but I didn't.
It's rented.
I bootstrapped and said, I want to make something for everybody.
It's beautiful.
And if you want it to collect your money, it will. If you don't want it to collect your money, when it says price, you just put 3 zeros there, and it ain't charging you nothing. And you collect the money when the people get there. I don't care about that. See, that's not what it's about. It's about just making people go and get it so they can learn what's going on. We saw ghosts. We remember when Demi Moore was sitting there with Patrick Swayze at the pottery class.
Yes, sir.
But they don't know nothing about that. But the mom and pops can say, hey, we giving the ghost pottery class.
Wow. Yeah.
And people show up. We giving the painting class, whatever.
Community awareness.
Community
what's
awareness.
going on with your community.
That's it. That's all.
Because a lot of times there's hidden gems that's right next door that you had no idea.
None.
The connection that you needed to make all your life was right next door and you didn't know.
You have no clue.
Because people are so socially awkward these days with social media apps that no one really goes and says hello. You know, I remember when you used to move to a neighborhood, and within 72 hours of the moving trucks leaving, the neighbors will come over and bring some bakery. And they're like, hey, welcome to the neighborhood.
Or the kids coming to get you, go play.
Right. Yeah, and it's so interesting. Like, if you think about, let's say 1995, your mom was going outside to tell you to come in the house. In 2025, your mom is pushing you outside to go outside and get
Ain't even going outside. You buying them a device so they can sit on that device.
Like, kids don't even go outside and play anymore.
No, they don't. But going back to what you said, in 95, you still had home ec, auto body, you had wood shop, all of that in school.
Yeah.
You don't have any of that now. But if a small body shop wants to give a class, so be it. I got to give some props to some people. Yes. King Randall out in Albany, Georgia. He does everything he can to try to get people to learn different things going on. You got that other brother, I can't think of his name, that helped the people when they come out of prison, get the trucking license and stuff like that. I remember him, yeah. You got you that bring on people out here that they tell you about their stories and how if you're doing the right thing and just pursue what you need, just go. But see, I can go back to Ugly because this is just what he is. Podcast this some time ago, when everybody was talking about $40. $40.
$40. $40.
$40.
I got that 40.
Guess what?
Yeah.
She can just put a class out there and make more than that.
Come on, man.
That ugly money.
Ladies.
That ugly money.
Shut down their OnlyFans and open up that community.
That ugly money.
Ladies, you can make more.
She can give a class. She can give a class on how to put on press-ons.
Wow.
She can give a class on how to do your lashes. You can throw it onto YouTube and give that whole thing and hope everybody see it and hope it go viral. Right. But if you tell all your people to go and download the app and just make a profile, then you put it out there. I'm gonna teach y'all how to do your eyebrows or your eyelash. I'm gonna charge y'all $5 a piece.
You know what's crazy is I hear you describe it, and it almost sounds like if Boost Post was an app. Right?
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, you Boost Post. If you go down to Boost Post, you know, you go, you put your age limits in there. Y'all want 18 to 25 that like Gucci Man and Boosie and man. Boom. And you push the Boost Post button, you put the money on it, and it will post it to a small amount of people for the budget that you put. And in the community app, it's just like every post is a boosted post. That's powerful, brother.
That ugly money.
That's powerful, brother. You built something real. That's powerful, brother.
I'm trying.
That's powerful. Now, I recently seen. I was watching Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, notice how I say your name when I quote your content. Charlamagne. So I was watching the Breakfast Club, and the guys from Earn Your Leisure were there, and they were talking about InvestFest, and they were talking about the surgence of blacks in technology. Mm-hmm. Why are so many of our brothers and sisters choosing tech?
It reverts back to what we just said. If you're staying relevant, you're going to keep up. It's going to hit you anyway.
Right.
It's just like you in this podcast world. It wasn't like it's something that just fell out the blue.
Right.
You have to have certain things to have a great podcast. You have to have the charisma, the confidence. You got to know how to speak properly. You have to know people to get them to come and be on your podcast. So your face card got to be good and everything like that. But you weren't the first podcast.
No.
But you're a successful podcast. So you understand what I'm saying? We're always going to have people that innovate and go with what's going on.
Right.
It's never that. Our issue is because we do what we do in whatever way we decide to go, it's the outsiders that believe us before the people that we know because they don't know us. They're just going to go try it. See, our people want to look and be like, man, you know, and that's the issue.
Yeah. They say, man prayed to God for support. And God said, that's why I made strangers.
I mean, it's somewhat true. And, you know, not to say that our people, they praise us. Oh, that's great. Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, we need that. Everybody needs that tap on the back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we strive to give to everyone around us and make them see the big picture. See, one thing about a real entrepreneur, let's get it straight first. Mm-hmm. There's a difference.
Okay.
There's the difference between an entrepreneur and a business owner.
There we go.
See, people got to get that first. A business owner works in the job. An entrepreneur works on the job.
Free game alert.
See, an entrepreneur is trying to grow whatever it is they have. A business owner, this person makes cakes and then they turn around and they take them to every barbershop and they try to sell the cakes. They're a business owner.
Right.
They work in the job.
Right.
See, an entrepreneur is gonna say, whoa, I made these cakes. Let me see if I can get Walmart and everybody to get them in the store and get me a team to go in there and a marketing team and try to get them out there. See, they're working on the business. So there's a big difference.
I've been both, and I'm telling you, there's one that's way less stressful.
So
way less stressful.
Absolutely, you know, and I'm not downing anybody that works in their business, because you have some people that work in their business and they make millions and millions of dollars. You know, theoretically, you work in your business because you're the voice of your podcast.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if a big brand comes, see, that now you're working on the business and you're still in the business.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's definitely. I've definitely done both. I've been an entrepreneur, and then somehow, some way, I become the business owner of the entrepreneurship. I'm not saying it's not the right way to do it. I'm just saying that if you could, in somehow, some way of be able to grow your business without you having to work 16-hour days, do it. I can remember a time, brother, where I had opened up. I was building my studio. I had a 4,000 square foot media complex in Fayetteville, Georgia, and I was building Ugly Money Studios. I had two recording studios, podcast studio, event center, psych wall, everything. Right, I'm building this literally from my mind. I'm like, yeah, I want Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, I saw the vision. Right, I want the A room to be a Louis Vuitton room, and I'm just shooting off the head, and. I was being an entrepreneur then. I was like, yeah, I'm going to build this studio. We're going to rent time and everything like that. And somehow, some way, I became the business owner. And I literally lived there for 3 years straight. I only went home to shower and eat. And then I was back at the studio. And given, sometimes it takes that. And I'm not saying that, but if you can, the whole goal is to make the money and don't let the money make you. Make the money and have the money get pregnant. I tell brothers all the time, hey, man, get your money pregnant. Let your money make you more money. And, absolutely. And if you can do that while still having your day and your sanity, that's it. That's the one you want right there,
All day. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not any of those. I mean, everything takes time and patience.
Yes, sir.
And it takes a plan, and you got to put it together. And some people are going to be with you. Some people are going to be against you. You don't let that stop your focus. Dreams are meant to be fulfilled.
Amen, brother. Now, I want to talk about some current events. I just want to pivot for a second. Tory Lanez.
That ugly money.
Megan Thee Stallion.
That ugly money.
Tory Lanez has recently been granted new evidence in the trial situation with Megan Thee Stallion. What is your thought on that whole debacle with Tory and Megan and him getting locked up?
He shot himself. And the way I say that is because he didn't get up to testify. Everybody wanted to hear from Tory. What happened? Listen, and I'm going to tell all y'all out there, I don't wish nobody to go to prison or anything like that. Mm-hmm. If you go to trial, 9 times out of 10, you're going to walk up out of there. That's just how it works. If they got you dead to rights, if they got you dead to rights. But if you ain't did nothing, why are you pleading? Mm-hmm. What? Don't take no plea if you ain't did nothing.
Right.
I'm going to tell you the biggest person that I have a problem with lately. I know you went to Tory, but I'm going to tell you who I got the problem with.
Yeah.
Thug. Mm. Oh, shit. Thug took the plea.
Yep.
His other 2 men said, we ain't taking the plea. What happened?
Shots out, yeah, I got it. He got not guilty.
Not guilty. You see what I'm saying? If you stand 10 toes and they over there, you know what it is. We can go back. We can go back right here in the A.
Right.
Ray Lewis took the plea. His other 2 men didn't take it. Not guilty. And they stabbed him, boys. They had. But he swung the bottle at him first. We in the South. What's the South? Stand your ground. Oh, you swung on me. Let me put this 2-inch poker in you. It is what it is.
So
he gonna get out. He gonna get out. They know they was wrong.
Yeah, it never was very clear of how the gun magically appeared in Tory's hands without any residue or any fingerprints or anything in there.
But you gotta get up to say that. Look, if his lawyer would have put him on the stand and said, can you tell me exactly what happened after the gunshot? Well, the police came. Okay, the police came. Did they take you to the police station? Yes. Did they shower you? No. Did they do this? No. Did they take or try to get GSR gun residue off of you? Yes. Did they get any? They said there wasn't none on me. Put the doubt in there. But you don't get on the stand at all?
Nah. So you think that if Tory Lanez had took the stand and confessed his innocence, he wouldn't have got locked up in the first place?
Yeah, because attorneys can ask the right questions.
Right.
It wasn't like he hit her or anything like that.
Right.
I don't care what the defense comes. Nope, I didn't do it. Nope. They can ask every question under the world. Right. Did you have an argument with her while you was in the pool, in the in the hot tub? Yep, sure did. She was drunk. She was acting crazy. We came out here, and then her friend grabbed a gun, and it went off, and she shot her. It wasn't me.
You know,
it wasn't me.
It's been speculated that Tory didn't take the stand because he didn't want to, quote unquote, snitch.
So, you know, I'm Gen X. I'm an OG guy.
For sure.
My thought process is way different from other people out there.
Oh, I'm probably on the same thought process your ass is.
So, in order to snitch on somebody,
there you go.
Me and that person or people have to go commit a crime, and I get caught, and to reduce my time, I tell on somebody else. That's it.
Yep.
I can tell you right now, if I was to leave here and go to Quick Trip and I see somebody pull up and shoot the cashier and take the money, I'm telling it. That cashier was a civilian. This person came up, killed that cashier for $60, $100, whatever. What are you talking about? Right. You snitching. Wait, I'm not supposed to say something. Then me and my wife go out somewhere and we go to another Quick Trip and he decide to come and kill me.
Ah, boy.
That don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense.
Make it make sense.
I think he ready to make it make sense now.
That ugly money.
Tory wanted ready. He ready to tell it.
That ugly.
He said what?
Absolutely.
He spoke too much before the case. When they said not to speak on it, he made an album, went on Twitter and everything. They said not to speak on it, and then when it came to the case, he didn't fucking take the shit.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
He never spoke on
Like
it.
you spoke on it before the shit, when the shit came up, you ain't say a goddamn.
Yeah, but the people that was in the jury box, they ain't heard that because they're not his people.
Yeah,
Right.
they're not his people at all. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to have a jury, it appears, but that just means you're gonna have Americans up there.
Yeah.
He was aggravating her. He was aggravating her through social media. And
So you know, snitching is different than setting the record straight.
Yeah.
Tory should have set the record straight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That ain't telling, that's setting the record straight. Hey, I ain't saying who did it, but I ain't do it. that ugly money. I ain't saying who did it.
Now, Pete, now, if you're not there to see something happen and somebody comes and tells me somebody did something, then the police come and ask me, I'm not telling them nothing.
Right.
Because I don't know nothing. See, you hear something that happened in the hood and then you get asked. I know nothing. I'm not involved in that.
Ain't your business.
I don't know nothing about that. You know, so now if I went and told it then because they got a big old poster to say, get this 10,000 because we looking for so and so. No, I'm not doing that. I don't know nothing about that. But if you do some real dirt in front of me that hurt somebody that's relevant to me or something like that, and I'm not involved, man, it's over for you. If I don't come and get you myself, I'll probably come and get you myself.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
Travis Lathan, $9.99 super chat.
That ugly money.
Appreciate you, Travis.
Appreciate you, Travis. He says,
that ugly.
Megan Thee Stallion is one of the main reasons for the downfall of women today.
That ugly money.
Oh, man. Do you think Megan Thee Stallion has any fault in this? Of Tory being locked up?
No.
Expound.
It's easy. If the three of us go out together,
Right.
and I'm upside down drunk,
Right.
you real tipsy, and Rick real tipsy, and then we get into it, and something happened, and you say, shit, goddamn, you shot him. I'd be like, shit, I don't remember doing no shit like that. But, see, I don't even think she know what happened because she was the biggest drunk out there. All she really going off of is her girlfriend's word and the bodyguard, the driver.
Right.
And now he ready to fess up too.
Right.
But you see, because you so gone, because I done had them days, I know. Hey, look here.
So,
I know my car done drove me home.
Right.
I thought I had a Tesla.
So I will ask this. You don't feel that Megan would hold any fault if she accuses Tory of doing something that she is not fully aware that he did?
So here's the thing. First of all, you got to look at where he was charged, right? Megan didn't charge him. The state picked it up and charged him. And then they came back and said, oh, you gonna tell it or we gonna lock you up.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So the state you ain't gotta put something out on somebody. If something happens, the state can look at it like this and be like, oh yeah, we gonna run this. Now, she could have got up there on the stand and said, I don't recall. And he would have walked up out of there.
So she doesn't take accountability for not doing that if she didn't recall.
That's what she should have did.
Right.
She got up there and told her story to the best of her recollection. Remember, she kept, to the best of my recollection, this is what.
Send that nigga to jail.
That ugly money.
Ah, man. Free Tory.
That ugly money.
He getting out.
We pray. We pray.
And go and get some money when he get out.
Yeah. It should be some straightening going on. Now, they just did a disposition, and they said Tory was being extremely petty and extremely disrespectful, and they have ordered him to take care of Megan's her lawyer fees for the disposition because Tory Lanez was talking about the lady wig or some shit. Yeah, he still ain't lost his fire.
Ugly money.
But that's what I'm saying. When you know you was wronged, now you hot. Now you
Right.
mad.
Right.
But see, once again, you have the lawyers that ain't no way they gonna convict you. You ain't got to get up there.
I ain't fuck around and found out, man.
You're right.
Free Tory, man. Before we get out of here, my brother Nick, please let these folks know where they can find the community app. They can follow the community app. They can follow you. Everything, community, and Nick.
I'm on every platform. Community, that's KMUNTY. All of them. Like I said, the big thing is download it, create your profile, give it to 10 others, create your profile. This is free money, free game from Ugly Money.
Free game.
It's out there for you. It's out there for you. Hope to see you on the back end. I'm about to start traveling all over the United States. So listen, I want you to get the app now because I'm about to start traveling all over the place. And I'm just going to post where I'm at. I might be at a park. I might be at a restaurant. I might just be on the street sitting in front of a house. But the first person to get to me, I'm going to have a cash prize for them.
Yeah, it's smart.
And some swag. You know, you got your Ugly Money shirt on.
Yeah.
You know, I got stuff. And if you find me, I'm going to go live. And I'm going to do it live, you know. Just like Ugly do. I'm going to go live on every platform, and I'm going to be like, hey, I'm out here at such and such and such. First person.
Come get the money.
Come get this money. You know? But you got to have the app to get that. You know, you got to have it on you. So that's what it is. But, yeah, we on every platform. It's out there for you. Look. I've been gracious enough to Money to tell me we're about to go and hang out somewhere, and I'm going to act like I'm a VIP somewhere and act like I'm somebody. You know, I get to feel good tonight.
We're going outside tonight, Nick. We're going outside. Hey, man, y'all can follow me at UglyMoneyNiche. This episode being brought to you by Goliath Phallus Elixir, the #1 all-natural male enhancement. Go to GoliathXXL.com. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Nick and Community App.
That ugly money. That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.